Hey guys, today I will make my first video in this channel and I will try to teach you Arabic. First of all, I want to say that I made this channel because I got some comments in my main channel asking me to teach them Arabic. I don't know if you know me, but I think you know me and you subscribe to this channel because of the main channel, the other channel. So I told you I'm not teacher, I'm just Arabic person, and I don't look like teacher because I'm young a little bit, but I can be like Arabic friend, and you can ask me sometimes in the comments and I will try to answer you, to tell you about any question if you can't answer Arabic teacher. And or if you can, even if you can just ask me about anything. But I would tell you something: the most of you, as I think, want to learn Arabic not just because they love Arabic or they want to learn Arabic language. The most of you want to learn Arabic because of Islam, because of Quran. You want to learn Quran because you are probably from Indonesia or Malaysia or I don't know, any other Islamic countries, non-Arab, maybe Turkey. Maybe there's Turkish people want to learn Arabic. To learn Quran and to get your freedom to understand the Quran, because I don't think that you have your freedom, because it's hard. Arabic language, it's so hard, and it's always have a lot of meaning of the same word. The same word sometimes will be different meaning. I don't know how to translate that. I don't know how to explain that in English. First of all, my English is not perfect, and Arabic is really hard. The letters also hard. It's different. It's different uh, from. I mean, if the letter in the center or in the start or in the last, there's different way to write the letter. Now I'm not going to teach you how to write because I think it's impossible for me to teach you how to write Arabic. I'll try just to teach you how to speak, or not exactly to speak, to understand, to speak. I don't know. I don't know what I will do because I told you I'm not ready. I'm not teacher. But I just made it for you because you asked me. Because so if you don't understand, if you don't learn anything, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I will tell you something. I cannot be better than any professional teacher, or not better. I cannot be like any professional teacher. But for you, if you really want to learn about something about Islam, or not something, I mean, to learn things about Islam, about Quran, to translate, to understand, so I will be better than anyone because I interested to learn things about Islam, about Quran, and I really like to talk about that, and I really want to make channel to talk about Islam, about Quran, about why we are Muslims, why we are not Christians, why we are not Jews, why we are not any other religion, and to talk to people from the other religions, and to talk about why Islam is right religion, what if Islam is not right religion, and what if God is not exist, what if God is exist, what is our destiny if Islam was wrong, and if, for example, if the Christianity was the right religion, what's gonna happen for us? I mean, we are going to hell. What if Judaism is the right religion? First of all, I want to say, if you're thinking like that, if you like to talk about that, I will tell you that Judaism is not the right religion. Unfortunately, I talked to Jewish people. I thought that he is Jewish people, but he's not Jewish people. He don't believe in God. He said that he's Jewish because his culture. They, oh my God, they think that Judaism is not just religion. It's religion and culture and nationality in the same time. And this is hard. This is impossible because you can't be Jew. You have to study about Judaism. You have to learn a lot of things, and there's tests. They have to test you to be Jew. It's so hard to be Jew, and it's impossible because the religion have to be just thoughts and what you believe. I mean, if you want to be Muslim, you don't have to do anything. You have just to believe that God is exist. Not, I mean, there's God, and the Prophet Muhammad is the messenger of God, and you will be Muslim. The prayer and the fast in Ramadan, this is things you have to do in Islam. But if you didn't, so you're still Muslim. There's a lot of Muslims here in Turkey, I see them. They say that they are Muslims. They believe in God. They believe that the Prophet Muhammad is the messenger of God. But they don't pray. They don't do the prayers. They don't fast in Ramadan. But that doesn't mean that they are not Muslims. They are Muslims. So this is the religion. The same thing with the Christianity, I think. To be Christian, you have to believe that there's God. And this God have three shapes and one shape in the same time. The God is three and one, something like that. And Jesus is Son of God, or God at the same time. Sometimes they say that this is God, Jesus, and sometimes they say that this is just Son of God. When I was talking to a Christian girl, I told her that God is unfair in your religion. She said, why? I said, because a lot of people saw him. I mean, I told her, Jesus is God, right? She said, yeah, Jesus is God. No, she said, no, Jesus is Son of God. I told her, but the Arabic Christians say that Jesus is God. She said, yeah, Jesus is God. So I told her, but the Bible, the Holy Book in Christianity, say that nobody saw the God. She said, yeah, nobody saw the God. I told her, but Jesus was on earth, Jesus was alive, and he lived with some people, so some people saw him. She said, no, Jesus is Son of God. Oh my God. I said, okay, yeah, okay. Jesus is Son of God. So I told her, also God is unfair. She said, why? I told her, because a lot of people saw the Son of God, and the Son of God mean, peace of God. I told her, if I want to be Christian, I want to see the Son of God. She said, no, you can't. I told her, but I don't believe that he is Son of God. She said, if you want to believe, so you can't see. If you saw, so you don't believe, you just saw. So that's not believing. I mean, not something in your heart. So, she's trying to translate. I told her, okay, that's fine. We have the same thing. I mean, if any Muslim said, I want to see God, so we have to tell him the same thing. You can't see the God. Because if you saw the God, so this is not believe. This is not believing. Not something you believe in it. You just saw the God. So of course you believe that there's God. You have to believe that there's God without seeing the God. But the problem that a lot of people saw Jesus, saw the Son of God. So I have the same right. I have the right to see Jesus. I mean, you are Christian, I told her. Why you believe in Jesus and you didn't see Jesus, and you have the right to see Jesus because Jesus was alive and a lot of people saw him, a lot of people believed in him, and a lot of people didn't believe in him and killed him, like the Jews. They killed Jesus as they think. So she said, Jesus is not God. Jesus is just Son of God. I told her, yes, Son of God, but Son of God means peace of God. So I have the right to see a peace of God. I have the right to see Son of God because a lot of people saw the God. That's unfair. Because just I live 2000 later, so I can't see Jesus. And a lot of people lived 2000 years ago and they saw Jesus. That's unfair. That's unfair. So she said, yes, that's unfair. I told her, God is unfair. She said, yeah, God is unfair. Oh my God. Oh my God. The Christian ready to say that God is unfair, but not ready to say that the Christianity is wrong or there's wrongs in Christianity. I don't know why. They think that the Christianity, not all the Christians, of course. I think I saw in YouTube a lot of Christians became Muslims. I saw a lot of Muslims became Christians, something like that. So some people, they believe that the religion is something, not something like your nationality. I mean, now I'm an Arab. I will never change that. I will never say that, oh, I'm not Arab, I will be American, for example. That will never happen, because that's something cannot let you do that, because this would be like betraying. But with the religion, it's not something like that. No, it's different. If you are Christian, so that doesn't mean that if you became Muslim, say, so you betrayed your nationality, or you betrayed your family. It's okay. I mean, if your family is Christian, you can be Muslim. You can be Muslim and don't tell them. And I can be Christian and I don't tell my family. This is really easy. And we have always to accept the changing. I always say that. I mean, if you are Muslim, so you have to think about Islam. And what if Islam is wrong? You have to search about the other religions. And no, don't be Muslims just because your family is Muslims or are Muslims, and something like that. Anyway, so let's go back to Arabic language. Now, I know that if you all know Arabic, now if I got, for example, memory card, and in this memory card, Arabic language, or the Arabic language, and I put that card in your head, and you just now can speak Arabic, and if you want now to read Quran again, you will see a lot of strange things, really, because when I was child, I always try to save Quran. Our family always try to teach us Quran in the mosques or in the schools. So we read Quran, we try to save Quran without understanding. We don't understand because we are children. So I know a lot of things about Islam, about Quran, about the Prophet Muhammad, and things I just saved it without trying to understand it. So then I became young, or a little bit bigger than that age. So I start reading Quran with understanding, and that's very different. If you read Quran just because because we have to read Quran, so you will don't think too much about it. But when you read Quran just to understand, to see something, to see what God say about this, so will be so different. So, and I think it's hard for you if you don't speak Arabic. But if you speak Arabic, so you will see the difference. So I saw a lot of things. It was different from what people say. Like, I will give you example. Like the gays. The gays, I always thought, and I think all the Muslims think, and I will see now, I think you will surprise when I will tell you this. I think you know that in Islam, we have to kill the gays. Because what gays do is very, disgusting, and it's very bad. So, and I think you think that Islam telling us to kill the gays, and that's wrong. No, there's no, from the first word in the Quran to the last word in the Quran, there's no any word say, or any part, or any surah, or any something like that say kill the gays. No, Islam talk about gays just in a story. It's the people of Lut, the prophet Lut. I don't know if you know him. I think you know him if you read Quran, something like that. So the God just sent the prophet Lut for them, and he didn't tell him to kill them. He just sent him to tell him, to talk to him, to talk to them. I'm sorry, to talk to them. So, and he was talking to them, and he was telling them, if you want, I will give you my girls, to marry them, and don't do what you are doing because this is bad, and this is, but didn't say that go and kill them because they doing very bad. And then I went to Google and I want to search what Islam say in Arabic, what Islam say about the gays, and what is, the judgment, the judge. I don't know how to say that. So they say that there's no real punch for gays. So I said, why all people say that Islam killed the gays and Islam is against the gays and something like that? And I always hated the gays because of that. Then I saw, no, we don't have to hate the gays. We have just to understand them. The gay is just girl soul and boy body. This is the gay. So, and now I can understand what is the bunch of gays after I was thinking. The bunch of what gay do, I mean, the sex between boy and boy, for example, is just like the bunch for the boy and girl without marriage, because there's no marriage between boy and boy in Islam. So if you are gay, so you can't have sex. This is, I mean, but you can leave, you can don't marry a girl, but this is just like, boy with girl. If boy and girl have sex without marriage, there's punch for that, and this is against Islam. The same thing with drinking alcohol. Not, to be gay is not something different or something special. And always, God say that the God will never ask you for something you can't do it. So if you are gay and you can't change that, so that mean that God made you like that, and you can't change that. So we can't kill you because of that. I don't know if you understand me, because it's really hard to explain. There's a lot of things, really. And Arabic language, it's also make it more hard. I mean, if Quran was English, so it would be easy to translate it to the other language. I think, because there's no similar words in English with different meaning. I don't know if there, because my English is not perfect, but I think Arabic is more hard than English or than any other language, because we have a special thing also is al-i'rab. I don't know if you know it. I think you know it. Al-i'rab is so hard, and it's talk about the word. Where is the location of the word in the sentences, and that also can change the meaning, and that also can change the pronunciation. The same word with the same letter, with everything, with the same everything, but if al-i'rab exchange, so the pronunciation will exchange as well. I don't know. I think it's impossible to explain that. I think I will try just to talk about Islam, about Islam and the Christianity, and about the other religions. It will be more easy for me, because I can say really things I got it from Quran and from someone. He was Muslim, but he became Christian, and he make videos to make people leave really the dark of Islam to go to the light of Christianity. I don't know how he think like that, but oh my God, he say really nice things sometimes. I want to tell you, and you as a Muslim, if you heard them, but he unfortunately speak in English, in Arabic, so I think you can't understand them very well. But if you understand Arabic, so you have to go and watch him, and you will hear a lot of things. You will think that, oh my God, he say right. There's a lot of wrongs in Islam. But when you think more and more, you will see that, oh my God, this is wrong. I mean, he is wrong. No, will be thinking not like that. I will give you example also. He said one time in his videos, or one of his videos. I don't know how to say that. Anyway, so he said something. God in Quran don't realize or don't know that Al-Injil, the Bible in the Christianity, is 4 books. And that's right. If you read Quran from first word to the last word, you will see that the God in Quran just talking about one Injil, one book, one holy book of Christianity. And he said, that's clear that Muhammad wrote the Quran, and Muhammad don't know that the holy book or the Bible in the Christianity is not one book. It's 4 books, as we know now. It's 4 books. It's John and Luke, Matthew, and Mark. This is the names of the 4 books of the Bible. So when you read Quran, and you will see that this is just one book. So he say that's clear that God don't know that this is 4 books. This is just one book. And that means that not God who wrote the Quran. This is not words of God. This is Muhammad. Muhammad wrote the Quran, and he didn't know that the Christianity have 4 books, not just one book, and he just made it as one book. For first time, you will think that, oh my God, this is right. But if you think a little bit, just a little bit, you will see that, oh my God, this is so stupid. Because when you see, or let's say that Muhammad is liar, okay? Okay, Muhammad is liar now. I am Muhammad. I want to create Islam. For example, I want to create a book, and I will call it Quran, and this is words of God. So I want to get something about the other religions, like the Christianity and Judaism, because the Christians, or that Christians, the brother Rashid, that's Christian, sorry, the brother Rashid, he said that everything Muhammad wrote in Quran, he got it from Christianity and Judaism. So I am Muhammad now, I want to create Quran and Islam and something like that. So I will go where? I will go to the church, for example, and I will learn about the Christianity. Okay, so first thing they will tell me about, God in Christianity. The God in Christianity is 1 and 3 in the same time, and something like that, And Jesus, sometimes they say that Jesus is God, sometimes they say that Jesus is Son of God, sometimes they change their thoughts all the time. It's okay, I'm not talking about this now. And the next thing will be about the Bible, about the book, the holy book of the Christianity. If you want to learn about the Christianity, so the second thing, I think, they will tell you about the books, the holy books. We have 4 books. So if Muhammad was liar and he want to write Quran and he want to create this religion, so what he will lose if he said that the Bible in the Christianity is 4 books and not 1 book? How he can get a lot of stories and a lot of things from the Christianity, and he didn't know that the Christianity have 4 books and not 1 book. They always say when about any story in Quran, they say he got it from the Christianity, from this part and from this part, something like that. So he learned everything from the Christianity, but he didn't learn that the Bible is 4 books and not 1 book. This is impossible. If he was a liar and he want to learn from the Christianity, so he will learn something from the Christianity, and this thing, of course, will be that they have 4 books. But if Muhammad was liar and he wrote the Quran and he was learning from Judaism and the Christianity, and he didn't write in Quran that the Bible is 4 books, and he writes that it's just 1 book, so that means that the Bible in the Prophet Muhammad's time was just 1 book. That means that it became 4 books after the Prophet Muhammad's time. That's clear for me, because if he was liar, so he will know that, and even if he was prophet, so he will know that. I mean, it's the God. If he was not liar, if the God, if the Quran is word of God, so the God will say, because it's God and God know everything, so he will say that the Bible is 4 books, and he will talk about this like that. He will say not Injil, he will say Al-Anajil. Injil mean 1 book. I mean, Injil not 1 book. There's another meaning of Injil. Injil is not Arabic word, but it's clear that it's 1 book. But if he said Anajil, so this is will be 4 books or something. But in Quran, nothing can make you think or make you see or make you know that in Al-Injil is 4 books or the Bible is 4 books. Everything in Quran say that an Injil is just 1 book, and if that's what the word of God, so it's clear that God, so he will tell you about the truth. There's just 1 book. And if he was liar also, so that means that Muhammad didn't know that the Bible is 4 books, because it was not 4 books. Because if it was 4 books, so he will say that he will not lose anything, and it will be easy to know, and it will be so famous. Because someone talking that he want to be prophet, he want to say that he is creating a new religion, so of course he will learn a lot of things about the other religions. And I really don't know why you don't understand him. Because if he was liar and he really want to be king and he really want to be, leader for another people, so why he will say something against what you think if you are Christian or Jew or any other religion? He will say other things you like it. Like he will say Jesus is dead. Why he will say that Jesus is still alive? Why he will say that the Christianity is wrong? He have to say the Christianity is right, and you will love him, and you will you will believe him, and he will be leader, and he will be a lot of things. So he don't have to say bad things about you if he really want to be leader, and if you really want you to love him. Because also people who don't believe in God, I also got some comments in my main channel from person, I think, or more than one person, say that there's no proof that there's God, there's no proof that there's Islam is right. This is a lot of things you think that it's right and it's wrong, you are brainwashed, something like that. I don't know why you really don't believe. And I told them, what do you think that the holy people in the history, they are just liars and they just lied for us for no reason? He said, not no reason, there's a lot of reasons. They just say that to make people love them and something like that. This is impossible. They didn't say things to make people love them, to say that they lied to us to make people love them. I don't know if you understand me, but there's sentences in the Quran say أَفَكُلَّمَا جَاءَكُمْ رَسُولٌ بِمَا لَا تَهْوَى. I don't know if you can understand me, but anyway, the translation is, in every time a prophet or messenger came from God to you with things you don't like it. The prophets and the messengers came with things we don't like it. So why we don't believe them? They didn't came with things we love to make us love them. Like, I want to tell you something. If you really don't believe in God, if Islam was wrong, if I got something, like I saw a video or I saw a miracle or something like that, prove to me that Islam is wrong and there's no God, do you think I would be sad? No, of course I will be so happy, because there's a lot of things in Quran. It's hard. It's really hard. But we do it because we know that there's God. We do it because we know that there's judgment day. There's hell. In the end, there's hell. We don't want to go to this hell. But if there's no hell, there's no God, there's no heaven, we will be so happy, because the death will be the end. We don't have to do a lot of things. Like the prayer. Do you know that the prayer is really hard? I mean, maybe you will say, if you are Muslim, no, the prayer is not hard. No, the prayer is hard. The prayer is really hard. Now, I live in Turkey. In Turkey, it's cold. So there's, al-wudu. I don't know how to say al-wudu in Arabic, but it's really hard if the water is so cold. And the fast in Ramadan. The fast in Ramadan in Turkey is really nice. But for example, if the weather is so hot, like in Saudi Arabia, so it will be hard. Or in Europe it's not, it's cold, it's not hot. But the time is different. The day is tall, it's so tall. So they fast about 20 hours. Not 20, 17. I don't know. I mean, a lot of hours every day for 30 days for month. I mean, for month every year. So it's hard also. A lot of people don't fast in Ramadan. A lot of Muslims don't fast in Ramadan because they say it's hard, we can't, something like that. God can forgive us or will forgive us, something like that. So it's really, there's a lot of things in Islam is hard. But we know the Prophet Muhammad said that, I don't know how to translate that in English, but in Arabic, ألا إن سلعة الله غالية ألا إن سلعة الله هي الجنة. I don't know if that's exactly right, but anyway, in English this is will be it's, I mean, I would translate the meaning. The meaning, it's so hard to get the heaven. So I believe that it's hard to get the heaven. So if I want to go to heaven, so I will do the things that I am supposed to do. So this is it. I want you to know that every single person, I'm not sure if every single person, every single Muslim, but a lot of Muslims, I can say that, I'm sure, a lot of Muslims would be so happy if Islam was wrong. But we are Muslims because we are sure that Islam is right. There's God, there's heaven, and there's hell. And we are going to heaven if we did what we have to do, and we are going to hell if we didn't do what we have to do. So we are not just brainwashed. Maybe some Muslims are brainwashed, or they are Muslims just because their parents are Muslims, their family are Muslims, so they do what their parents do without thinking. Maybe there's a lot of Muslims. I was like that, but then I start watching videos of that ex-Muslim, and he became Christian, to see what if he was right. I mean, it's very important. It's very important. So this video, I think it's tall, and I didn't teach you anything in Arabic. I'm sorry. So I told you that it's hard to learn Arabic. I don't know if I can teach you Arabic very well, but will be like intro for this channel, because someone told me that I have to make some videos, or at least one video, to introduce this is so hard, my word, I mean, what I will do in this channel, and make people know what this channel will be about, so I will get more subscribers. Because I told you that I will start making videos on this channel when I will get 100 subscribers, and I didn't. It's just like 20, I think. I didn't get too much subscribers, but it's okay. It's okay. This will be the start. If you like what I said, if you would like to learn more about Islam, about what if Islam is wrong, or how, I don't know how to say that, how to prove that Islam is right, I will tell you. If you have Christian friend, for example, and you want him to be Muslim, maybe I can try to do that, because there's a lot of things in Islam can make the Christian be Muslim. I mean, the Christian, especially the Christians, more than any other religion. I don't know why, because there's a lot of things I can tell you about it, like that thing about the 4 books. I don't know if that will prove for any Christian that the Bible became 4 books after the Prophet Muhammad's time, and when because they think, as I know, that the Bible of John, written by John, the Bible of Matthew, written by Matthew. So every name is for the person who wrote the book. I think they think like that. And this 4 people was alive when Jesus was alive. So it's sure it's before the Prophet Muhammad. And when you read the Quran, and when you see that the Quran is talking about just one book, and you have to think, even if the Prophet Muhammad was liar and he just want to learn things from the Christianity, and he didn't know that the Christianity have 4 books, so that doesn't mean that the Prophet Muhammad didn't know, because it's impossible. It's impossible. If the Bible was 4 books in the Prophet Muhammad's time, so he will know that, he will learn that, it will be easy to learn that, and it will be so famous. But if he didn't know, so that means that the Bible was not 4 books yet. It became after that. I don't know when, I can't tell you when, but I'm sure that it's became after that. I know that doesn't mean that the Christianity is wrong, but that means that the Christianity exchanged. And I think if you are Christian now and you believe me that the Bible became 4 books after the Prophet Muhammad's time, so you will think that this is very weird or very strange, and that mean, that will change your opinion about the Christianity, or will make you think more about what if the Christianity was wrong, or what if, I don't know how to say that. anyway, that will make you think more about your religion. And I want you, if you are Muslim also, to think more about your religion. And what if, because I want to tell you something. It's impossible to live just like this without thinking. No, you must have opinion or belief, something like that. I don't know how to say that. You have to believe if there's God or if there's no God. If you think that there's no God, so okay, you believe that there's no God. But if you believe that there's God, so you have to believe in one religion: Islam, Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism. I don't know about the other religions. But you can't live that just like without any religion, and you don't think also that there's no God. You have to have one opinion. I mean, even maybe there's no God, or there's God, or Muslim, or Christian, or something like that. You have to be something. So I want you just to think more and more about everything. And I don't know if you will like this channel. I don't know, because will be so different. This is not Arabic language, but I will try really to teach you Arabic as I can. I know that I didn't talk too much about Arabic language in this video, but I will try to do my best. But I can't promise you with anything. So if you like this channel, so I want to tell me about your opinion. And if you don't have any problem to talk about religions, and if you don't have any problem if it will be about religions more than Arabic language. So if you like this video, so please give me a like and subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications bell. Thank you for watching, and